Hi, just checking in. You like that, right? Me too. We're just checking in. But we need to be very careful about checking in because how are we checking in? Are we checking in with a sense of positivity and curiosity? Or are we checking in with a sense of discouragement or even dread that we don't want to do this in this moment? And this in this moment is beginning to define the next moment. If you are swayed towards positivity, then you head in one direction. If you are swayed towards negativity, then we are swayed to a different direction. So what do? We check in. What am I doing? Why? Why would this be something I'm shying away from in this moment? I just want to understand. I'm not here to be in judgment. I'm not here to be the boss. I'm not here to be the employee. I'm just being here to be a human being alive and thinking and wondering how I can keep improving. It is a constant back and forth. It is not a straight line. Not in my life anyway. It's every which way. And it's about keeping one's head up and surveying the scene, the horizon, and refreshing one's mind to what's important and what is to be in these next coming moments and why. Sitting here together in a comfortable posture, undisturbed, is many people would say, oh, you do it so easy. It's so easy for you, you just do that. But what about the rest of the time? This is the rest of the time. This is the moment that you are alive in now. When you are practicing all day, when you keep returning to your senses and saying hello, what am I doing right now? And being honest and being with a sense of integrity. And already the fog begins to clear because you realize as you are breathing and pulsing and shimmering that great things are all around. It is everything is a miracle of creation. Now, the view that we have is becoming 360 degrees and not 10 degrees, where we're just beelining into a telescopic view of something. We have expanded it as far as we can. And in one's meditation and mindfulness practices, this is what a positive accomplishment looks like. Let me see what I am doing right now. Coming to a pause, coming to a moment and remembering that everyone you know, including yours truly, yourself, is 3.5 billion years old. The DNA inside of us. Not your salty tongue, okay, or glistening eyes. They are certainly made up of the same things, because you can say that if you wish and not be wrong. Where do you think the dirt comes from? The air, as we call it, that's in the sky, the gases, and the waters. Where does the sphere itself originate from? From the sun. from the cloud of interstellar debris, from creation, from energy, from its transformations of energy. We call this evolution. So when someone says they're 72 years old, for instance, what they're saying is that their consciousness is 72 years in length since they were born. And what about everything else? The body? Most assuredly, it is not yours. Think about it for a moment. You're pulling in and you're pushing out your breath, and you do it in awareness how many times a day? You're dead 1,000 times. 10,000 times you would die if it was up to you. And your heart, you wouldn't take the first beat. Do you see what I'm saying? Of one moment after another, building in different ways for 3.5 billion years. 1,000 millions is a billion. It's pretty incredible when we put it in this perspective. And it is a perspective we can hold dearly every day, all day, in every way that we can, as we are doing now in our practice. Remembering, practice 15 minutes being unaware, and then spend the rest of your day in meditation and mindfulness. This is our goal. And the 15 minutes, you don't even have to do it. Just begin to breathe. Let me be crazy and not be smart and everything. But wait a minute. Let me at least start to breathe right in the pulse. And right, what happens? You are finding the inevitability of your own being. It is right here. It cannot be more real than this. Feeling the warmth that your body is creating. You are alive and radiant with being, with energy. Radiant. A fire. A sun. Radiant with energy. That is your name. If someone were to call you that, this would not be a sign of shame. This is whom you are. And we, and the dirt, and the water, and the air are all part and parcel of creation, of our sun, of the forces of the universe. And everything is related by this, by what we are made of. The smallest bit. There is an intrinsic energy in this. Yes? You know there's an energy between people, yes? You see people walking down the street, you want somebody to smile, or you exchange smiles, and what happens? Everything begins to change. Or someone frowns, or what have you. We feel someone looking at us from afar. We look, and there they are. So on a different level, on a much more basic level, every energetic quantum, whatever it is, whatever the essence of our universe is quivering, generating identifiable energy. And here we are, 14.5 billion years later, on this world, in this solar system, in this quadrant of the galaxy Milky Way, now. Remembering, as you proceed and pursue your day, one's day, my day, our day, as we do this, shimmer and shine with the awareness titillating the tips of your fingers and the bottom of your toes, with the energy of sensitivity, receptivity, kindness, patience, compassion, empathy, wisdom, grace, peace, calm, sincere, respect, rising in your own majesty, your grace. We are bundles of miracles. And if given an opportunity to increase our perspective, our curiosity, our joy of learning, we begin to embrace an expanding conception of our universe, allowing oneself to reach out, to not be afraid, to relax, to allow, and to accept where one need to accept, whatever that might be, and to begin to move from one's foundation again up. For millions and millions and millions of years, we were busy looking around in our lives as mammalians, but it's not really a horizon kind of a thing when you're an animal. It's close by. Where can someone grab me? Or I can grab them. It's a kill or be killed and eat or be eaten world. One's eyes are moving rapidly. One's ears are picked and discriminating every iota of sound to delineate what's where and how should I deal with this. And now we have an opportunity to be more laissez-faire. The body runs by itself pretty darn well. And we just have to do certain things to keep it like that. And in 2025, things are relatively simplified. The food, a moment ago we were thinking of making a kill to eat, to share with our family, is a different story now, altogether. And for this 10,000 years, it's a drop in the bucket compared to 1,000,000. 10,000 years is 1% of 1,000,000 years. The point of this is evolution has been very kind to us. We have not kept up with our capabilities technologically. We are still acting as primitives with fancy tools, with grandiose ideas, values and senses and characters, qualities of what a society needs to imbue has gone through a lot of transforming, and it seems that quite a bit of it we need to think and use common sense. We need to open our hearts to compromise and to collaboration. Yes, communication. Yes, conscientiously. Because we are one family of mankind. What's going on here is craziness. Meanwhile, my fingers are vibrating and pulsing with energy. Feeling yours? Feeling the energy going up your wrists and your forearms. Feeling the energy passing your elbows, your upper arms, and coming into your shoulder blades. Feeling it around the base of one's neck. Feeling yourself alive. And thinking, Namaste, Kababoju.